Hello there and welcome to IMTV, the Industrial Minerals News Programme. Coming up today, China's rare earth exports see a jump in demand, but prices suffer. Kenya and Rwanda toughen up their mining laws. And AMMG produces a 99.99% purity grade of high purity alumina. But first, Industrial Minerals is returning to Houston, the heart of the US oil and gas drilling industry, for its second oil field minerals outlook.
So day one is going to focus on the propellant market outlook, and day two is looking at drilling minerals outlook. Keynote presentations for the propellant market outlook are going to include the Energy Information Administration talking about their viewpoint on the shale gas industry, IHS Chemical talking about an overview of the hydraulic fracturing industry, followed by Accenture talking about the propellant supply chain. Day two will be looking at drilling minerals, where the highlights of the keynotes were going to be World Oil talking about the outlook for exploration for oil and gas, and Baker Hughes talking about the impact that changes are having in the industry on the type of minerals used.
The event brings together leading experts from across the oil field mineral supply chain, including suppliers, processors, traders, buyers and logistics experts. In addition to our keynotes, we'll hear presentations about frac sand, ceramic proppants, barite, bentonite and a host of other oil-filled minerals.
The event will be held in the Hilton Post Hotel in Houston from the 19th to the 21st of June. Please visit our website www.indmin.com and click on the banner for further details. Chinese exports of rare earth minerals for April jumped by 28% month on month to 2,196 tonnes, according to Chinese customs data. China is the leading producer of rare earth minerals, and this will take its total export volume to 6,112 tonnes so far this year. This is twice the quantity shipped during the same period in 2012, but less than half of the 15,501 tonne export quota allotted by the Chinese government for the first 6 months of the year.
Well, the increase wasn't quite as big as people in the industry had been hoping for, but it is nevertheless a positive sign for the industry. The rise in exports has prompted suggestions that demand for the minerals, which are used in everything from electric vehicles to wind turbines, could be on the increase, although the pricing levels still suggest it's a buyer's market.
In Africa, both Kenya and Rwanda moved to take a tougher stance on mining regulation as industrial mineral exploration in their countries increases. Kenya is redefining its mine licensing process to favour companies developing domestic mineral resources and rid the industry of speculators. The government believes speculators have been buying up mineral deposits in Kenya and not developing them, but instead waiting for mineral prices to rise. This behaviour is believed to be responsible for the sluggish growth of the mining industry, which presently contributes only 1% to the country's GDP. Under the new law, exploration and mining rights will only be granted to companies with the capacity to begin working on deposits. Meanwhile, Rwanda's taken a more aggressive stance and placed a 4% royalty tax on the mining of industrial minerals and 6% on the mining of high-value metals. These rates will be the highest in the East African region, and the government claims are aimed at diversifying mineral production and reducing the country's reliance on the tin industry. Now to Australia, where Australian Minerals Mining Group has successfully produced a grade of 99.99% purity, or 4 nines, high purity alumina in laboratory tests. The high purity alumina was produced from the company's kaolin deposit in Western Australia.
AMMG's kaolin material is unique in that because of the age of the material, is very old, it's been weathered over 200 million years, so the contaminants are very low. We have low iron, low titanium, which gives us a unique feedstock to put into this new process.
The process is being developed by TSW Analytical.
We've been able to routinely produce product which is 99.5% pure. We took one of those products and then washed it, and were able to produce 99.9% purity, or 3 nines. The difference between the 99.5% and the 99.9%, we were able to demonstrate that that was mostly a washing process. So we believe that with a detailed washing investigation that we'll be able to hit the 4 nines in purity, or 99.99%.
Dawson hopes the processing technology will be able to produce purity levels of up to 5 or 6 nines. And finally today, new research from the University of Surrey has shown pregnant women who don't get enough iodine in their diets may be damaging the intellectual capacity of their unborn children. The study found that babies deprived of iodine in the womb were between 50 to 60% more likely to have lower IQs and reading abilities by the age of 8 compared with children who had received adequate levels of iodine. The study involved 1,000 UK mothers and found 67% had levels below that recommended by the World Health Organization. According to the research, the deficiency could influence a child's exam grades later in life and place the affected children in the bottom group of intelligence. Professor of Nutritional Medicine Margaret Raymond pointed out pregnant women should make sure their diets contain enough sources of iodine to achieve the recommended intake of 250 microns per day. She also advised taking supplements which rely on industrially produced iodine. Well, that's all we have time for this week. If you have any comments or feedback, we'd love to hear from you. You can get in touch via Twitter @Indmin or contact us through our website www.indmin.com, where you can also find more information on all of these stories. Thanks very much for watching, and see you again soon.